I'm just gonna, good afternoon, everybody. I just want to ask, does anybody know of anybody, one of your friends or peers that's still coming? Because we're gonna start soon. Okay. Oh, one person? Okay, are you, do we know how far? How long? Oh, okay. All right, so tell him to still come, but we'll probably have to start, but that they should try to get here as soon as possible, and hopefully they'll, be pinned with everybody. Right. Okay. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. Should we wait 5 minutes? Can we wait? No? Yes? Okay. All right, we'll start. All right. So, everybody ready? Good. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Deborah Hunt, Associate Dean and Professor of Nursing. Major responsibility at the Bronx, and so I want to welcome you all to your pinning ceremony. You are the August 2021 graduates, so although you're not quite finished, you're really close, so I want to congratulate you as our second degree class. So I'm going to talk in a few more later, but I do want to just welcome our platform, and I also want to welcome you. So we're lucky today that we have our faculty, staff, students, and our family and friends online. So we have Dr. Herrera, who's going to come up in a few minutes. We have Dr. Ford. I think you know your faculty, but we have Professor Graham, Professor Apollon Ferrin, Dr. Sherry Samuels, who is a newly minted DNP, so we are very thrilled about that. And we have Dr. Provost, who I'm sure you all know and love. And then in the back, we have Dr. Shand, Professor Wilson, and we have Ms. Alexis Frothenberg from the Mercy Alumni Association. And we have some people in the back. So before I play our video from President Hall, I'm going to ask you to just stand up for a minute and turn towards the cameras and greet your guest. Is it on? Yes, so if you can turn around and just wave to your guest towards the camera, because that's where your family and friends will be. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get this right. Oh, we have Dr. Linda Belmare, who's joining us through Zoom. I don't know if any of our other faculty are on. President Hall could not be here today, but he is going to share some greetings.
Congratulations, nursing graduates. Congratulations, nursing graduates. I know I speak on behalf of the entire Mercy College community in sharing how very proud we are of all your accomplishments, especially during these challenging times. You are entering the nursing profession at a critical time. This is an exciting time for all of you. You have reached the first milestone by completing your academic programs. The next milestone is the successful completion of your licensure exam, and finally, your transition into professional practice. I hope these are the first of many milestones as you continue your professional and academic journeys. The Nursing Code of Ethics and the Future of Nursing Report call on nurses to commit to lifelong learning and advocacy with a focus on population health and a commitment to serving a diverse group of patients across the lifespan. You will continue to define the Mercy Nurse and shape the future of nursing. You're now part of our nursing alumni, and we look forward to hearing about your future roles and your contributions to the nursing profession. Best wishes to all of you.
Okay, so next I would like to invite our Provost, Dr. Jose Herrera.
Thank you, Dr. Hunt. And first and foremost, Congratulations to getting to this point in your careers. It's been a wonderful journey, I'm sure. It may not have seemed so wonderful a couple of months ago, or maybe even a year ago. To get to this point, you've required quite a bit of sacrifice, and I want to acknowledge that what you've had to do over these last few months has been no less than heroic. It's been heroic because not only are you dealing with all of the discipline of nursing and trying to learn it in such a condensed amount of time, but you did so under a pandemic. I call that heroic. The changes that will take place from here on out are no less heroic. You may have seen that over the last 2 years, nurses, doctors, PAs, PTs have all been called to serve. And I think that's what the nursing discipline requires of you. The service, of course, is a noble one, but it requires you to keep learning. As the president said, it's important that you periodically do a self-check to determine where you are in your profession. And these people here have gotten you to a point where we feel that you're competent to go into a clinic, hospital, and that we're ready to put patients before you. We trust that you will not only examine those patients carefully, make reasonable decisions about how they are cared for, but also check yourself to see where you stand in terms of your learning. You've already made the decision to go into nursing after having gone through at least one different discipline. I hope that you feel confident and that the skills that you've gotten from Mercy have given you the confidence to periodically come back and ask the question, am I still a good nurse? We think that you're a good nurse now, but it's, I think, appropriate for you to come back and these folks here, these faculty that are before you, think that you are also qualified to serve. I hope that I can see you again in some capacity that involves patient care. Our state needs you. Our country needs you, but periodically it's important that you check yourselves. I'll end with a story that I told the last group that it might be appropriate here, just to highlight some of this need for periodically checking. When I was a young faculty member, I'm a biologist by training, a microbiologist. About the year 2000 or so, I was quite ill. I had a high fever, 104. I was trembling a little bit. And my wife decided to take me to the hospital even though I didn't want to go. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah. Males not wanting to do what should be done. When I got there, the intake was pretty normal, but the first face that I see once I get into the bed is my former student. You know, I used to teach microbiology for nurses, and I saw my former student there, and I'm going back, did I give her a C or did she get an A? And she jokingly says to me, well, Dr. Herrera, we're going to have to give you some antibiotics. Now, do I remember how to do a dilution series with antibiotics? This is something that we teach in microbiology. And of course, she laughed it off, and of course, I'm now nervous that I thought that I'd given this young woman an F, and maybe she was going to take it back out on me. In the end, it all worked out, but it reminded me again that as we learn more procedures, more processes, it's very important that you see your profession as lifelong in its learning. I wish you the best. This is a noble profession, as I've said before. I hope that you can keep coming back to Mercy. We have an alumni representative here that I'm sure would be lovely to take your information. And I hope that you feel that you've now contributed in the next 2 or 3 years. I hope that your profession will call you as one of the most important people and most heroic people that have come from Mercy. Congratulations and best wishes for a great NCLEX score. Yeah.
lives you touch without realizing it, and you never know who's coming back. So, we always have a little change because, you know, that's what nursing throws at us. And so, on the screen, you all see Dr. Bellemare. Dr. Bellemare has played a very pivotal role in your lives, whether you're aware of it or not, because although she tried desperately throughout her career to not have to do clinical placements, somehow God decided that that's where she belonged. And so it is a testament to her and the clinical placement team that you have had the experiences you've had, and despite the pandemic, that we have been able to, or they have been able to find placements for you. And so Dr. Bellemare has decided to retire, and so we are going, yes, and it's a big loss for us. I won't cry. But we are going to invite, oh, we love you, Linda. We're going to invite Professor Wilson up to just give her a little thanks and gratitude of her accomplishments and service to the nursing profession.
It will be impossible for me to probably get through this without crying. It will be impossible for me to be able to explain to you all what an incredible colleague, friend, mentor, peer, associate, and just one of the kindest humans I have known. Since I joined, I was at CNR in 2011 and have worked with Linda, but I will attempt to do that today. So, Dr. Linda Bellemare, first and foremost, before I go into her incredible accomplishments, has had her husband with her for, I think, over 40 years, Linda, at least. She's raised two incredible sons, talented, gifted young men. She has had the joy of sharing with all of us videos of her 4 incredible grandchildren over the years. And as a personal shout out to anyone, if you're ever having a bad day and you have a friend that has a child, have them send you a video of some of their worst moments. It will make you just laugh ridiculously. And Linda has shared those with me. And just to say, you guys are starting your career, and Dr. Bellemare, Linda, is ending hers. She's been a nurse for over 40 years, so I'm holding her out to you as an example of how to give incredible service back to your profession. So, Linda Bellemare, Doctorate of Nursing Practice, a board-certified family nurse practitioner, an advanced practice RN, an incredible colleague, has gifted us over the past few years here at Mercy as the executive director of co-directing graduate studies with Dr. Susie Moscu. She was instrumental in the CNR students that were the FNPs that were part of the teach out with that. In addition, as Dr. Hunt noticed, your incredible clinical experiences, your time would never have happened without her leadership. And quite honestly, she's told us that she will help in some way. I'm certain this is going to be something she gives up, but when I tell you how many tricks she has to get you experiences, there aren't words to describe it. But to just regale you with her academic pursuits as something maybe you would also want to pursue as you leave. Again, I know you guys get to celebrate. Let's do that, but just to let you know. She holds a doctorate in nursing practice from Fairfield University. She has a postmaster's FNP from Albany Medical College. She has a master's in pediatric child health from the University of Colorado, and she originally got her Bachelor of Science from the University of Vermont. And one of the interesting things about Linda was that she knew early on that she wanted to be an advanced practice nurse. So she went back fairly quickly. I think she practiced for only a few years and then went back for her master's degree. and has been practicing as an FNP for over 35 years. So beyond all that she has done for us here and students, her FNP students, all the patients she's helped across the years, it's just incredible. And please join me in thanking her.
Thank you, Sue. And thanks to everyone. Oh, I can hear my own echo. Bad. Thank you, everyone. A total surprise. Thanks for the warning to put on the lipstick. It's been a great 19 years for CNR and Mercy together. Obviously, you all know of the challenges of the last 2 years. And even though we couldn't always make everyone happy with their clinicals, we've done as much as we could to get you here today. And all I can say is we do what we do for our students. And I'm glad that we can celebrate these joyous occasions at the ends of your academic career. And just remember, never stop learning. And thanks so much for the surprise, everybody.
Thank you, Professor Wilson. So, I'm Dr. Deborah Hunt, and I do have some words to share with you before we invite your student speaker up. So, I want to tell you a story of someone who was very shy, little girl, little chubby, crooked teeth, very poor self-esteem. And as that person grew up, because she had very supportive friends and parents and teachers, she can now stand up here in front of you and not have her heart beat out of her chest and not feel like her face is on fire. And so I share that story because I want you guys to always reach for the best, always try harder, be happy with what you've accomplished because you've accomplished so much, but there's always another dream and goal. And whatever your dream and goal is up to you. You have to decide that. But never put yourself in, that self-fulfilling prophecy where you say, I can't do that. Because quite frankly, Dr. Ford was my peer at Adelphi University when we went back for our doctoral degrees. And I honestly thought that I wasn't smart enough to get a doctoral degree. But it was something that I dreamed about for so long, even before I went into academia. And so, through a lot of sleepless nights and lots of tears and sometimes anger, I made it through. And so did my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Miriam Ford. And so I made a prediction with our group the other day, because I am a little psychic, and I'm going to make that prediction for you guys, that you are all going to have your doctoral degrees too, okay? Because we need you, and we're not old, never say that, but we're a little tired. And so we need our replacements, and so we need you, because you are our future, right? You're the future of nursing. You're gonna carry forth the torch. Years ago, we did lamp lighting, and it was a really lovely ceremony. You're gonna receive a pin. The pinning started in the 12th century. I'm getting looks, don't dare go into the history. You can read the history, but it is a quite interesting history. The nursing profession and the discipline of nursing might not have been formalized until, the mid-1960s and got more formalized in advances and more science and more research. But since the beginning of time, there have been nurses, and they've come in all shapes, sizes, and they were sometimes scorned upon and sometimes put on pedestals. So at this point in our life, nursing, especially since the pandemic, but even before the pandemic, has come up here, right? We have risen. So we're not all those negative stereotypes that sometimes were around when I was becoming a nurse, right? We are so much more. And we are mostly there for our patients. And we always have to remember that at the middle of everything, at the center of all our lives, we're all here for one reason, right? To make a difference in the lives of our patients. And so everything we do is guided by that, right? So all the studying you had to do, and all the knowledge, and the late nights, and the lack of sleep, and your tears, and probably sometimes anger, it's all worth it because it comes to help you. And I believe you learn from your positive and your negative experience, right? Because there's always a lesson. And sometimes it takes a while for you to learn that lesson, but when you learn the lesson, it's an aha, I got it. That's why I had to do this. That's why I had to learn that. That's why I had to face this adversity and overcome adversity. And the other thing this little shy girl learned is that everybody, every single person in this world is dealing with some type of adversity. We just don't know it, especially in the world of social media, which can be good, bad, not so good. But sometimes I look on social media and I say, wow, these are the happiest people in the whole wide world. They don't have a care in the world. But then you meet them in person and hear their stories, and yeah, there is another life, right? There is another part of their life that isn't always the best part of their life, but it makes up who they are, right? It's the fabric of your life. Your personal life, your family, your friends, your children, everybody who comes into your life makes up the fabric of your life. So I want you to think about those things. I'm gonna say some things to you, and then you can go back on the videos and watch them and take the advice or not, but I do have some advice. Here goes. I've learned a lot along the way from mentors. Mentors, some were formal mentors. I would advise you all have a mentor. A mentor can really make a difference in your life, and it can be someone who guides you professionally, academically, personally. How many of you have a mentor? Okay, great. So there are a few already, and it's very helpful. Networking. This is a profession where networking comes in really, really handy. You're at a time where jobs are available. There was a time when I've taught where my students would come to me and say, nobody wants me. They don't want me because I don't have experience, but I can't get experience because they won't give it to me, right? And so thank goodness you're at that time. You're also at a time when we're post-pandemic, and hopefully we're gonna stay post-pandemic, but we also know that we don't know if there's another pandemic, and we hope not, right? We hope and pray not, but we never know. So we always have to be prepared for the what ifs. 3 words I want to share with you that a very wise faculty member at the College of New Rochelle, who was not in nursing, shared with me. And he called it the 3 Ps, right? So to always persevere, persist, and be positive. So it's easy to let negativity wear you down, but it doesn't serve you, right? So get rid of the things that don't serve you. Self-care. It's so important. If you're gonna take care of others, you need to learn how to care for yourselves. Whatever you do, whether it's, exercising, jogging, painting, dancing, singing, reading books, meditating, journaling, all of those things will help you tremendously because you are going into a very stressful time, right? Nursing before the pandemic was stressful. It will continue to be stressful. You have patients' lives in your hands. You're dealing with all kinds of family members, and sometimes they get really angry, like really, really angry, and you say, why? I'm trying to help. Why is this person so angry at me? But they're not really angry at you, right? They're angry at feeling helpless, hopeless, and the situation they have. So you have to keep that in mind if you can. It's not always easy. You need to read 3 things. Again, I'm going to tell you today, tomorrow, Memorial Day. Celebrate, have fun, don't even think about anything. related to nursing, related to studying. Just go have fun. But then I want you to read some things. Nurse Practice Act, guide your practice. Code of Ethics, legal, ethical, and moral. These are the things that will always guide you. Whenever you're doing something, think about that. Is this what I should do? Is this the right thing to do? Is someone else telling me to do this, but I know it's not right? Don't do it. Think about always doing what's right. Even if it takes you longer to do what's right, it's better to do what's right. Always be there and be present with your patient. It's so easy for us to get our mind wandering, right? And even if a patient's kind of unresponsive, but guess what? They feel your presence. So remember that when you're in with that patient or you're in with that family member, they are someone's daughter, son, sister, mother, aunt, cousin, friend, right? And even if they're in that bed barely responsive, they're still a person who deserves the dignity and care that we're going to be there for. Advocacy. You are the advocates. Nurses spend most of their time with their patients, and well, it should be. So you need to be the advocates with care and compassion and be there for your patients always. Because if you're not there, some people don't have anybody, so they need you. I'm just going to say a few more things because I know we want to get on with our pinning ceremony. There's a few names of some very significant nurses, and there's so many more. But I'm going to read off some names, and I'm going to hope that you look back, and if you don't know who they are, you look them up. Lillian Wald, Mary Seacole, Clara Barton, Lavinia Dock, Jean Watson, Sister Callista Roy, and Mary Adeline Nutting. Now, there are so many more, but these are nurses who have helped shape our future. And guess what? You are going to shape the next 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 years. Nurses never retire. Even Dr. Belmare, she's not really retiring. She's just taking a little break. So, one more thing, and then I'm going to close. I was lucky to have a very lovely mentor. I had many, but Dr. Vance worked with me at the College of New Rochelle. First, she was my teacher. Next, she was my colleague and mentor. And third, she was my friend. And we were from different generations, but we were connected to each other. And so she talked about two things, and they never left me. She told students, you can either be the cloudy-eyed nurse or the clear-eyed nurse. And we want you to be the clear-eyed nurse, right? So that you always see things from a critical lens. So, in closing, my quote of quotes, I have several, many. I like the one by Ralph Waldo Emerson because he's the person who has guided me, right? So do not go where the path may lead. Make your own path and leave a trail. So you be the fire starters, right? You be at the forefront and you carry the future of nursing for us and our patients and our families and our friends. God bless you, and congratulations. So now, all of you selected your student speaker, and I would like to invite Jasmine Folks up to the podium.
Faculty, honored guests, and fellow course mates, welcome to Mercy College's Cohort 2 pinning ceremony. I want to thank those of you who voted for me to be your student speaker. I am grateful and humbled. Good afternoon, I am Jasmine, and I will be your nurse today. Please do tell what brings you here today. Now, I will apply the nursing process, which is assess, diagnose, plan, implement, and evaluate. But most importantly, document. As we have been told throughout our journey, if it was not documented, it was not done. For the past 15 months, we have done an extensive number of documentations. Now let's review them. Going back to our first day, when we were all strangers in each other's eyes, For the most part, as Jamaicans would say, we were like fishes outside of its habitat, wondering where to go, what to do, and how we will get through this program. We were all excited and terrified at the same time. Granted, we did not know or have any idea of what we were stepping into. After countless reading of online stories of student failures in nursing school, the one that stood out the most was a 4.0 biochemical engineering graduate who struggled in her accelerated nursing program to get good grades. I thought, if she struggled so bad to get good grades, how will I survive? Health assessment lab class has shown me that a person can have normal breathing, normal blood pressure, temperature normal, oxygen saturation normal, and you still cannot palpate their pulse because you can't seem to place your finger on it. Secondly, one day in fundamental skills lab, when the instructor was performing a straight catheterization, I was utterly surprised that a lot of females did not know there were 2 openings in the vulva. However, despite our fears, misconception, and anxiety, we survived our first exam. I am pretty sure most, if not all, share the same sentiment, feeling like we were in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, not knowing how to swim. You know, nursing schools are very frustrating. Nursing school exams, are very frustrating. Every question has 4 correct answer choices, but somehow we can still choose an incorrect response. In essence, nursing school will show you 4 oranges of the same color and size, only to ask you, which one is more orange? Student to the professor, "Professor, how can I improve my next test grade?" Well, you have to think critically. If we had a penny for every time an instructor says you have to think critically, we would probably be able to pay half a semester's tuition. To think critically was easier said than done. One does not just know how to start a fire without knowing what to use, having previous knowledge, seeing someone start a fire, or simply being taught the basic steps on how to start a fire. For us, this was a great struggle. But today, I can say that we've learned to, metaphorically, start our own fires, whether big or small. Thanks to the sleepless nights, fasting and prayers, tears, hundreds of practice questions, and thinking critically. Additionally, nursing school has taught me more about people than it did nursing. What I mean by that is, others will want to see you do good, but never better than them. Similarly, we were at the mercy of professors, almost as if we were paying to be tortured. I made the exam difficult so to get you guys to think. Sir, ma'am, with all due respect, chopping the question so much that it loses its meaning, or writing questions that are full of syntax errors does not get us to think. This creates more confusion. I want to leave a message to instructors who received their BSN degrees before the 2000s. I don't mean to be throwing any shade. Well, please have a conscience. Be cognizant of the fact that what you guys were able to learn in 6 months to a year, we must now cram in 15 weeks or less. Predominantly, we as students had to basically teach ourselves and each other, except for a few professors who have gone and would go the extra mile to ensure students' success. These instructors are the real MVPs. They showed up, they taught, they challenged, they made a difference, and taught us values that extended far beyond nursing. These are the nurses that are worthy of emulation, and for this, I want to say thank you for holding us to the highest standards of excellence to ensure that we maximize our full potential. Looking back on our journey, we have come a long way. Some of us have been out of school for several years, and here we are. You have shown that it is never too late to pursue a goal or dream, and that one should never make excuses or settle for less. Consequently, I am truly proud of my cohort because we had to work, and like Drake said, we started from the bottom, now we're here. Mates, we have made it through the notorious Med-Surg 1 semester. Woohoo! But some of us had lost sleep, weight, friends, and even lost some sanity. We survived it, and we're gonna keep stepping. MedSearch 2 is right around the corner. Soon it will be time for the dreaded hallmark of becoming a professional nurse, the NCLEX RN. As we complete this milestone and venture into the next chapter of our lives, let us have faith in ourselves so that we can achieve our objectives and realize our dreams. Let us strive to be the best we can be, to bring happiness and pride to our lives and the lives of those closest to us. We have already taken the first step by attending today's ceremony. Now it's time to take the next step into our lives' journey and start building our futures. Also, let us be mindful of all that we have endured throughout this journey. Use it as a lesson and a guiding light for ourselves and the next generation of nurses. I leave you with these lyrics from Deya's Forward Motion. Do not let the negative ever get in your way. Do not let it mess up your life. Do not let it mess up your day. Most importantly, do not let the things people do get under your skin. Push it aside and keep pushing ahead. When life knocks you down, keep getting up. Do not let it get you down. Keep going, keep moving forward. Keep moving in forward motion. Do not let anything ever slow you down. Keep going on. Hit the gas, get your speed on, never look back because there is no reason. Congratulations, Cohort 2. Peace out. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm going to say one rebuttal to you. Although I never talk about my age, I am a nurse who went to school before 2000, as some of my peers are, and I can assure you, it was no joke. And so I think everyone's entitled to their perceptions, but sometimes we have to be open to other perceptions. So thank you for that speech. We all work hard in nursing. You're going to face many hard days as a nurse. They're going to be rewarding. My hope for you is that you will have more positive days than negative days. So without further ado, we will now start our pinning. And please, Dr. Kenny Riley and Ms. Schleuderer will be directing you as to coming up to the podium, and I will read your name, and we'll celebrate. Yeah, I might need my glasses. Let me see. Okay. Bonnie Garcia. Emily West. Jasmine Folks. Cardell Reed Campbell. Makiko Takano Walker. Tasha Gadsden. So to our family and friends watching and to our students, normally we would place the pin, your faculty would place the pin on you. But because of distancing, that's why they're on the lanyard. I just wanted to explain that to you. And hopefully you'll wear your pin with pride. Okay, Jocelyn Blunt. Charity Adusu. And I hope I say everyone's name right. Barbara Amanu. Ruth Sheila Montalban. Gaynell Latti. Is it? Carrie-Ann Smith. Evelyn Vallejos. Kirsten Walters. Morgan O'Neill. Carolina Pauta. Christina Garelli. Blythe Gabayan. Christina Lee. Rebecca Smith. Rebecca Conway. Alicia Williams. Samuel Feliz. Michaela Applewhite. Yeah, make some noise, you guys. Deandra Foster. Mabel Asare. Fatumata Dukare. Nada Amanin. And Francis Akawua. Congratulations, August 2021 graduates. Please turn around and wave to your families. They're here for you. Woo! And we're not done yet. Okay, so we have two more things. First, we are going to invite up Miss Alexis Rothenberg. I like to switch up my, I have to keep you all on your toes, so we switch everything up. And Ms. Rothenberg is just going to talk a little bit about the Alumni Association and that you're all a part of that or will be, and that they have a lovely gift for you. So thank you.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm Alexis Rothenberg. I'm the Director of Alumni Relations here at Mercy. It is my pleasure to offer congratulations on behalf of our entire alumni community on everything that you have accomplished. You are joining a family of over 70,000 Mercy alumni, including nearly 10,000 that are in the health professions. So many within the New York region. I know I personally, whenever I'm out, come across Mercy alumni in every way and form. As you received your pins today, it marked your transition from a student to a healthcare professional. In all that you faced over the last 16 months in particular, you make Mercy proud. It is remarkable what you have done in these incredibly challenging times. On behalf of us from Alumni Relations, we welcome you to this very special network of Mercy Mavericks. Please keep in touch. We're always here for you. We have benefits, we do events, we do communication. We want to tell your story. We want to be proud of you. You can always email us at alumni@mercy.edu. We're here for you always. We are so proud, and congratulations.
Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for. We are going to read the pledge, the International Nurses Pledge. I hope you will have an opportunity to read it many more times. I'd ask you all to stand and face the back so you can actually, your parents and family and friends can see your beautiful and handsome faces. Okay, everybody ready? Nice and loud and proud. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Nursing Ethics and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. So I want to thank you all. I want to wish you a successful summer semester. I look forward to hopefully seeing you all in person at the Bronx campus that we are so very proud of. So we are here for you. We want you to always do your best. We want you to know that we do support you in every way, and we are always striving to do better. So we want to hear from you. We hope that you will always be comfortable to share your thoughts with us. And have a great semester and go have fun, celebrate, and congratulations. And you guys can stay and take pictures, and there's lots of different areas for you to take pictures at.